11th of April 2013. The time is 7:55 AM and I am 14 hours, 13 minutes and 18 seconds on testosterone.
Hi guys, it's Finn. Today is Thursday, the 10th of October 2013 and I'm 6 months on testosterone. Hey guys, it's Finn. I am now a year and 2 months on testosterone. I am now 2 years on testosterone. Hey folks, it's Finn and I am now 3 years on testosterone. This vlog is a little late. Actually, it's more than a little late. I actually turned 3 years on T on the 10th of April this year. With everything else that's been going on, I'm kind of behind the times, but let's catch up now. It's incredible really, because the first year the changes were so obvious to myself, you know, and even into the second year really as well, but then this last year I kind of thought there haven't been that huge amount of changes, but then looking back, it's incredible actually the difference in me from a year ago to now. I mean, obviously I looked male a year ago, but now in comparison I'm off the scale male. You know, it's quite amazing actually. The changes just get more subtle as the time goes on, I think. So let's try and recap over this last year what I think like the main changes are. I think it's hair. Hair is like the main thing that continues to be obvious. I have now got a lovely hairy chest. Rather than the little kind of balance sheet that was along there, I've actually got full hairy chest. This is all caught up now. For quite a while I could only kind of do the chin strap because it just wouldn't grow anywhere else, but you know, it is all catching up. My tash is still taking forever to come through. So what I do is I keep a very short beard, so it's just kind of like designer stubble. Otherwise I look like a minion. It's all coming, but yeah, I'm just a bear, a real bear. Other than that really, it's the kind of body changes, fat redistributing and all of that. Face shape I think is changing. I think my hairline has gone further back. I can definitely feel the thinness from like here to here now compared to what it was. My hairline is completely different. Physical changes really, apart from that, I don't think my voice has changed anymore. I think if anything, I've learnt to use it more, so I don't have to talk like this all the time and blah, 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 blah. I can actually kind of go up and down without it kind of like cutting out. And I've got used to kind of like throwing my voice. I've still not got used to whispering. It's almost impossible to whisper with a deep voice. Other than that, it's the physical changes of my body as a result of the surgeries I've had. I am coming up for 3 years post-top surgery in November. I'm 11 months post-op stage 1 and a phalloplasty, and 2.5, coming up 3 months post-op second stage phalloplasty. So, you know, all of that's changing as well. I can flash you my chest quickly if you like. So this is where I am at just approaching 3 years post-top surgery. I think the scars continue to whiten and I think the hair really does help to hide it. I'm really pleased with that. I couldn't be more pleased with how it looks really. You know, I'm over the moon. So I might as well show you. I'm kidding, did you really think I was going to flash my winky on YouTube? The biggest changes are the emotional changes. I just am such a different person. I'm just so much more confident and able to deal with myself and my emotions and the world, and I'm unrecognisable in the way I act more than the way I look, I think. People have made comments about how they really like what I share on my channel because it's just about life, and that's really makes me happy because that's exactly what I aim to do, you know. Being trans is just one tiny part of who I am. I am so many other things, and for me personally, my being trans and going through transition was part of my recovery. You know, I've been a very unwell person for a long time in terms of my mental health and my drug and alcohol addiction. And in getting better, it meant finding out what it was about myself that was making me so at dis-ease with myself, and then making changes. And for me, that meant transition, you know. And I think we've all got our own things, our own issues. We're all in some kind of recovery in some way, whether it's like a very subtle few things about yourself that you don't like, or whether it's huge, like trying to get over childhood trauma, or whether it's getting through gender transition. We've all got some kind of recovery we're doing. That's what life is all about. That's what life is about to me anyway. It's about becoming all I can be, developing my awareness of myself, and you know, developing the ability to be happy and at peace and live life on life's terms. And so trans is just a part of that, and so I try and share just what it is to live in recovery of all these things of which trans is a part. So yeah, I don't really know what else to add at 3 years on T, other than wow, it's amazing that it's 3 years on T and I'm post-op and almost done everything. You know, I've got my final stage coming up very soon of my lower surgery, and then it is just off and living life, you know. I mean, I'm in the next part of my journey now, which is living life as a single man after splitting up with my partner, and that's bringing lessons that I wouldn't have had a chance to learn otherwise. You know, I can now go off and be my own man. I get to try dating. I have no idea who I'm going to date yet. I really don't know. There's been questions thrown up about my own sexuality after my last relationship. I'm now ready to get out to work. You know, I've been doing some volunteer work for quite some time, and now it's the next step. The next step for me is to find some paid part-time work and then move up from there. So, you know, transition has changed my body, absolutely, but what it's done is being at peace with myself. I've then been able to make the changes that I couldn't make. Testosterone is not a magic ingredient. You're not going to take tea and feel fine overnight. I needed to make huge amount of changes, and I needed to put a lot of work in to do that. But what the testosterone has done is it's allowed me to really be seen as me. It's allowed me to be comfortable with myself, and from that more comfortable centre, I've been able to then change my life in ways that I couldn't before. It's really hard going out every day feeling like you're wearing a sumo wrestler suit and that people are talking to you and not seeing you, because the image on the outside is not what's really in here. So it's not that tea's magically made me more confident and what have you, it's that it's allowed me to just relax and then be able to put the work in to make those changes. So yeah, to anybody that's new and that's in that awful waiting list time, just hang on in and remember that you're not just trans, you are lots of other things. So in that waiting period when it's so frustrating, concentrate on all the other little things you need to work on in yourself, because then it will make transition when it begins to happen so much easier and fulfilling, because as I say, it's so much more than just that hormone. It's what we put in to life is what we get out. So if there are anything specific you'd like answered about my being 3 years on T that I haven't answered because this has been a bit of a waffle, please do let me know. Thank you for watching, everybody, and for following my journey and for supporting me all the way, and for being just as excited for all new events as I am. Please do hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to join the Finn fam so you can be kept up to date with extra videos and pictures and updates and all sorts. Take care of yourselves. See you next week. Love you, bye.